Look at this. I got headphones on. I got a mic going. Baby.
If
Huh?
only people could see you now.
Hey, no video. We've gone through this before.
All right,
No
all right,
video.
all right. Welcome to This Commerce Life. This is a podcast aimed at small, medium entrepreneurs focused on commerce. I'm Phil, your host, and Kenny, your co-host, will join us as well. And we're going to talk to you about the world of retail and commerce and how things are changing in the world.
I got it. Recording in progress. I know. Recording in progress. Relax.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. I'm getting there.
This table's too big. I'm sitting at the desk I've got is too big. So it's
okay. You know what I got? I got cables all over here. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
When I have the mic on the table, hey. Oh, we can't hear you, Neil.
It was trying to connect. It did say that.
No.
I think we got you. We had you there for a second.
No. So the good news is we can see Neil.
Can't hear Neil.
We can't hear Neil yet. So it's a good time to tell you that Neil has some kick-ass shit that you have got to hear about.
Seriously, eh? It looked good.
I ate it all.
I did take a look. I took a look because I knew it was a food thing. So I knew if it's food that you'd probably like it, which means I'm going to probably like it. So as soon as he gets
it's not going to make it out there. I can tell you. I promise you that. Well, it didn't because I already ate both.
I
ate both of the Scotch bonnet ones already.
No, you're still not working now.
No.
Got to be in the bottom. I wonder if it's the mic in the. You know when they go in the bottom right. What's there? That bottom left corner. If you hit on where the mute is, hit the arrow up. And sometimes all that gets all wonky. It could be searching for something that you're not on or a old setting. It's okay. I'm cleaning up cords while we wait for you anyway, so don't sweat it. Oh, brought in the techie.
Anyway, yeah. So we bought.
It's showing a mute sign now.
Now you're on mute. That's a good thing.
So now you're on mute. So you just have to click unmute now. No.
We can read lips though. This would be the first podcast.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hey, there you are.
You know what it is? You brought it. You brought in the tech crew, man. That's what happens.
Jesus, man.
That's amazing. Amazing.
No, don't sweat it. It's, you know what? I've been doing this for 4 years, and that's usually me. So I felt pretty good tonight. You made me feel good, so thank you.
Could you guys hear me at all before?
No, nothing.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Don't worry about it. It can't be any worse than the language that comes out of these two mouths. I went to lose sleep over it.
It's true. It is true.
Yeah,
shit.
Hey, we're really glad you came on. We're really glad.
Oh, hell yeah, man! Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's funny. We don't prep or anything. But once in a while, I figure, shit, I may as well go take a look to make sure I know who the hell's coming on. So I took a peek. Product looks pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? It's a 100-year-old recipe from my great grandmother in Trinidad.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what? It came down from her to my grandfather to my dad, and then my dad showed me how to make it. And you know what? I'm a huge foodie. Cooking's always been my passion, and like 15, 20 years ago, people come over to the house and they'd just be like, I need the pepper sauce. Like, I want to make, I had a friend that would literally make a fucking pepper sauce sandwich.
Seriously?
And man, 2 pieces of bread, pepper sauce on both pieces, and just ate it. And I was
That's
just
awesome.
Like,
so
in my head, I was just like, you're fucked. Like, that's crazy. Like,
so I used your stuff on, so we had with your normal Tostitos or whatever, but then there was enough of this stuff. My mom makes an Indonesian curry, but then she dials it back for,
Ooh,
kind of the base kids in the family that can't eat spice. And
yep.
my daughter and I were putting Scotch bonnet in it to dial it up a couple of notches.
Nice.
And then I had it in sandwiches.
Seriously.
I like so I bought, I think from Neil at the show, I bought 4 jars, 2 Scotch bonnets and 2 of the regular, kind of, my wife literally took one bite of the Scotch bonnet and then gave me the rest because she's like, I can't do it. And we finished the other 2, and the other 2 jars, we're slowly making our way through it, but the Scotch bonnet is the stuff, man.
Is it shelf stable?
Oh yeah, it's very shelf stable.
So why did it make it to the West, Phil? Like what happened to Canada Post?
No. Who cares about the West?
Well, because I do, because I went online.
We don't care. We don't care.
You're just in Ontario. What the hell am I going to do?
Neil's like, well, wait a second, just a minute now.
It's food. We love food too. We love cooking.
Man, you know what, dude? I know it's gonna blow up in the West. Like once this shit hits BC, I know it's gonna blow up.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
It's gonna take It's gonna take a little bit of time. Obviously, a new product getting out there. It's gonna take time, but when it does, it's gonna blow up because it's cauliflower based. There's no sugar. It's low sodium. Like people.
Okay, you got to tell us. You got to tell us a story. Phil would introduce you, but you got to light this
let me.
Up.
Yeah, I'll introduce you, and then I'll tell them how I met you, and then we'll let you go. So, so for the audience, we've got Neil Sandler.
Yeah,
Neil Sandler, and he, I met him at kind of like this, almost like a one of a kind show, but he was running Neil's Real Deal, and it's this wonderful little sauce. He's got, when I met him, he had kind of 4 sauces on. And what's really funny is we were there because my daughter was helping one of my wife's friends with her booth, but they're both Trinidadian, and so Ainsley, the husband, said to me, "You got to go there. Go see Neil." Ainsley, right? And Ainsley said, "You gotta go see Neil."
Very, very good man.
And you said, and he said, and he showed me. He was like, he bought all these jars, and he was like, "You go see Neil, and you tell him that the Trini sent you." And I was like, "Oh, okay, you're right," because he had this awesome song. I was like, is it good? And he's like, listen. And I was like, okay, all right, you got it. So I went, and and Neil had this just wicked sauce. So so that's how I met Neil, and I told him right away, like, Kenny's gonna love you, we're gonna love you. You should come on the show, and then we'll talk about it. So so you've now met Neil Sandler. We'll kind of like we'll kind of turn it over to you, Neil, and kind of let you. So we're unscripted, obviously. We'd love to learn a little bit more about you, because I know nothing about you. I just know you make wicked sauce that I want to keep in my house all the time. That it'll never make it to Kenny's house. Like I had a Scotch bonnet that I was like, I'll bring some out because I see Kenny in a couple of weeks in the West Coast, and it just didn't make it. Like I ate it all. It's not gonna make it. So
all I'm gonna say is wow.
Anyway,
I share my mom's cookies. I send them via mail, and I can't get a freaking jar of sauce. Cheap bastard.
So Neil, welcome to the show. We'd love to, if you kind of want to tell us what you want to tell us about you, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Yeah, first off, Kenny, I'll send you some jars. You can get a taste. You can spread the word out there, boy.
You better believe it. I'm loving you already. Not the other one anymore, but you're on my side. Oh, what the hell?
I feel no shame. I feel no shame.
I know you don't care. That's the worst part.
I feel no shame.
I actually thought you gave a shit. I'd be happier. You don't care.
No. Your mom.
You're eating all this. You don't want to care.
Sauce, but
whatever.
All right. So it's shit, man. I've always I'll start back. I'll start way back. Okay. So actually I'll start way the fuck back. Okay. So the story goes, Granny used to smuggle up Scotch bonnet peppers in jars of vinegar for my grandfather because back in the day you couldn't get Scotch bonnets up here, right? And so my grandfather moved here. I think he was about 35. He had two of my uncles, I think, and then they came to Canada. Had a few others, which one being my father, and so Granny would smuggle peppers up. Grandpa would make the pepper sauce, and it's just something that we lived off, right? And my dad started making it as we grew up. It was something. It was a condiment in the fridge. It was the pepper sauce. It was the yellow pepper sauce. It was Dad's pepper sauce, Grandpa's pepper sauce, whatever you want to call it. You know, it was just there always. And anybody that would come over would eat it. They would put it on their food. They would just, you know, indulge. It was just, it was something that was just different. Me being a foodie, you know, cooking all my life, I knew it was a product. And I told my dad, you know, we got to start jarring this shit because this, like, there's nothing like it. And, you know, it just was a thought, funny thought at the time. I was young and whatever. We moved on and, you know, fast track, probably 8 years. Me and Brooke started jarring it, my wife, and we started jarring it and started doing a farmer's market, you know, little markets here and there. Took off, and we knew we had a product. COVID hit, so we're just like, shit, we got to rethink this. And so we got legit labels. We got a great brand, and we started getting the stores. You know, I'm a heavy equipment operator. I quit my gig doing that and started going full time on this. And we just, I hit the pavement every single day, man, every single day. And out samples, going into new stores, you know, I'm the type of person, you know, like, I don't care who you are. If you're a janitor or if you're a CEO, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to say what I'm going to treat you the exact same way. You know, like, it's just, you're a person, you're just doing your thing. So I had no problem. I walking in the store saying, "Hey, is the manager here? Is the owner here? What's going on?" Like, I'd love to speak to someone, give them some samples, you know. And it just kind of flowed. And we got ourselves in over 220 stores now. In about a year and a little bit now, and we're just pumping it, man. And we're, you know what, the biggest thing for us, you know, is it's quality over quantity. So, like, that's where a lot of these other, you know, I love hot sauce. I live off hot sauce. So, like, I'm not going to ever put any other hot sauce down. I love them all. They're all doing their thing, you know. Some of them have, you know, a little bit less quality ingredients, right, and things. Sure. So it's easier to, you know, to make it in a bigger scale. You know, we looked into co-packing, and, you know, it might not be our gig just because we're very, you know, we got a lot of quality ingredients, a lot of fresh ingredients. So
let's tell them what you do Neil's Real Deal, right? And so these are, I've kind of called them all sorts of, but they're really sauces, right? Like, you can kind of use them.
It's a hot, yeah. and this is, you know, it's a hot pepper sauce. And so in the islands, you know, like, you eat it with every single thing that you eat, whether it's, you know, your eggs in the morning, your curry, your stew, your pasta, your soup, whatever you're eating, you throw it in there, right?
The Scotch bonnet on eggs is...
Oh, bro. Oh.
So I made them eggs. Like, I made eggs huevos, and then I dropped the Scotch bonnet sauce on it. Like,
you know what, I'll tell you. So, like, yeah. It's Neil's Real Deal, but my wife, Brooke, is the other half of this, and, you know, I'd be nowhere, obviously, without her, because she does a whole ton of it.
Was she the one at the show with you?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, she was. Yeah, right. Amazing. And so, a little trick she does in the mornings: she makes an omelet, mushrooms, onions, smoked cheddar cheese, and then spreads the chipotle pepper sauce all over it. And, bro, I'm like,
Yeah, smoke on
it's
smoke.
it's a game changer.
Oh.
It's a game changer. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't like Chipotle because it's too heavy in the smoke. It's just too, it's just that. It's I don't know. It's too fake. And so ours is everything is real. The smoke that you taste is the smoked paprika. It's just a little bit of ancho peppers.
Nice.
There's no liquid smoke or any of that crap. It's a little bit light. It's a little bit lighter. So it's
not a heavy smoke taste, just that nice. When you taste, and you're thinking, that's nice. I don't want to drink. I don't want to eat smoke.
Exactly.
Right. Oh, yeah, cool.
And the sauce is a little bit different, right? Like, because I know the Scotch bonnet. I keep talking about that. Neil actually has like 4.
There's 4 flavors,
right? But the one I'm clearly obsessed about is the Scotch bonnet.
Tell.
But
Me too.
but it has but it's different, right? Because it's cauliflower based as well, right? Like it's not it's not a normal Sorry, I don't mean to offend. Like it's not like a Tostitos or like a salsa or any of that.
So not a tomato base like that. So
there's none of that in it.
What do you mean by cauliflower base? Describe this. So it's
like
wet.
Break this thing open, man, because
right?
I think our audience will love this. So
exactly. Let me describe this real quick, because you know what? It's something that's different. It's not a salsa. It's not a liquidy, salty hot sauce. It's different. It's its own thing, and that's where I feel like it's going to become something, because, we're different than others, and so it's a 100-year-old recipe from Great Granny. It's cauliflower based. All it is vegetables, and what preserves it is the vinegar. We throw a little bit of mustard, a little bit of salt, and just it's the combination of everything which brings it out, and there's nothing like it.
So is it a spread?
Because of that, it's not your regular hot sauce. It's a little bit thicker, so you can use it as a spread, as an ingredient.
You can use it as a base or as a rub.
Exactly.
I'm thinking more like what the islands would do. Like I'm thinking on fish or on chicken. Like is it that type of thing, or
on fried chicken? A nice fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
I've tried all these things already.
Because it's a little bit thicker, because it's a little bit thicker, you can rub it on the bun, right, and just let it's oh my god.
So here's the funny thing, right? Like it took me a while to get my head around this, right? Because it's jarred like the first thing that, like, the similarity is because it looks like a jar jam, or it looks like a salsa jar. Like I think for the uneducated, it looks like a salsa jar. So you kind of go, well, I got to eat this with Tostitos. And then you realize, like, this thing is wasted on, nachos and things like that, unless you're doing, like, what Neil's talking about is, like, 10xing, your meals, right? And so this thing, in a way, is almost like the island mayo. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not that thing. Like, it's literally the thing that you take to, like, light everything else you're making on fire.
Exactly.
But it takes a little bit of getting used to, because when we first got, we literally were eating it just straight up with nachos, and then it was like no, like it seems like such a waste because there's so many flavors in here. And then I started with eggs, and then I realized, hey, this thing's wicked on eggs, and then it was wicked in the curry because I'm
all over proteins. I'm thinking, I'm trying to picture. I don't know what it is. So I'm kind of thinking, like, I can see like a flank steak or a chicken breast, and either on the grill or in the pan. And I'm thinking,
and see, this is where it's cool. Exactly, right? Like, so. That's where, man, it's so versatile. It's like you can throw it in a pasta or a curry and mix it into something, or you can marinate a flank steak and fry it in that and just let it cook in that, like, or chicken and just let it marinate and then cook in that. Like, it's such a versatile sauce that, like, it's literally endless. And that's where like, man, I'm a little biased because I the Scotch bonnet I live off, but like, you can do anything with this sauce, and that's the thing. Most hot sauce, I love hot sauces, but like most hot sauces overpower your food, or they're too salty, or they burn the shit out of you.
Yeah.
This stuff it's very unique, you know. It just kind of like blends in. It enhances your flavors that's already going on, brings a little bit more flavor, and then brings the heat. It doesn't overpower anything. So like if you're trying to get an Asian meal, if you're trying to get that Asian sense, you know, you drop a bomb of this in there, you're gonna get that still Asian sense. You're gonna get that soy. You're gonna get that ginger. You're gonna get that heat too, right? You drop sriracha in there, all you're gonna taste is sriracha.
Which is why I don't usually use a lot of those things.
I love sriracha.
So do I, and the right things. But it's it's a difficult thing is, so the consistency looks a little bit like a tapenade kind of idea. It's thick, almost, a little runny, but not runny and not thick. But it's sort of that area. But I can see, I can't get basting or a protein. Like, I mean, when I see it, especially when Phil just showed me, I'm thinking, oh man, this thing looks like really, really good. Like in.
I wish you had you know what? I wish you had a jar with you, man. While we were doing this.
Me too.
You know what? Fuck, I would have
sent you a jar. Well, you would have. I know it's the other one. It's the what the hell? Fault.
Neil, I apologize. But
come on, man.
Come on, man. Get your shit together. Jeez. You know, for food. I don't know why you do that.
Yeah, I can get 212 on a plane, right? 212 ml. I can get that on a plane.
Right? Whatever you want. You just tell him you're Phil Chang. You got to bring me some hot sauce.
Take it easy.
You got pepper sauce going to Vancouver, man. Just tell them who you are.
Yeah,
man.
I got a delivery.
No, but it really is. It's wicked sauce. I guess the so let's go back a little. So you guys, so this is a family recipe, and then
is it made at home?
Sorry, guys. I'm just
no, that's okay. Do your thing.
I literally fucking spilled my drink, so I'm gonna clean up in the middle of everything. Everything's good.
We can talk to ourselves for a second if you want to.
No. Get yourself settled. Don't worry. Like, you know, like the thing with this is like I feel like Asians and Europeans, because we do have these, right? Like Koreans have lots of like we have
red pepper sauces in Italy. We have like La Bomba, and we got like those type of
and then you know, all the Asian, like the
Asians
the curries, the satay sauces, you know, all of that are kind of like
Thai curries.
But I feel like here in the regular market, like I guess I'm curious about that is whether you run it like for the people who are listening. Like these come in 212 ml. So they look almost like there'll be pictures on the podcast, but if you go to Neil's Real Deal, you'll see it. They look like jam jars almost.
Actually, they're about the size of a jam jar, like a 250 ml.
Flat. Hey, you want to know something, eh?
Yeah.
Look at most hot sauces. They're fucking 148 or 175.
Yeah.
They're not as much, and they're charging just as much or more.
So what's the retail? So like this?
212, and you know what? You want to know something? We're actually probably about 225 because our jar is measured to the neck, and we fill it above the neck because it's got to be above where the lid. You know, it's got to look good. It can't look fucking empty.
But so
I love your passion.
Where I was going.
Awesome,
I just meant that like in a Caucasian market, I don't know if they're used to sauces, right? Like
I don't know what.
Do you know what I mean? Like I think the Asian thing is starting to come, but
but it's not even Asian though. It's a lot of still Kikkoman and the stuff.
People are just,
it's all.
But at least they're getting them. They're trying
like great big jars or whatever. But like to buy like a sauce that's you're almost like so multi that someone may not know what to do with it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's a thing, right? But I actually wonder that.
And that's a thing, right? And that's what, and that's where we've started, and that's where. We've only been doing it for a year, and I'm going to keep doing this. I won't stop. I will not stop until this shit is.
You shouldn't. Please
don't. Maybe global.
Wait. If you're quitting though, just let me know, and I'll buy whatever you have.
I'll never quit
before you quit. Okay, don't quit.
I'll never quit.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
So where do you make this
I'll
now,
never
Neil?
quit.
So so forgot it. So the recipe goes back to great grandma and all that stuff, and now you're
Yeah.
making it. So you're making it, or Brooke's making it?
No. So okay, yeah. So the original recipe is the Scotch bonnet. That is the original
That's the
recipe.
skew. That would be the one thing that you had to have. That's what grandma made. 100%.
100%.
Okay.
That is the original recipe.
Okay.
That's what we started with.
Right.
And then we made and then we started with I made the jalapeno because Scotch bonnet's pretty fucking hot for some people.
For most people, it's a little on the hot side, for sure.
Right. So
Yeah.
we toned it down.
Yeah.
Down. We made the jalapeno. And then we rolled with that. And then, then I made the chipotle, smoky,
for sure.
Smoky, nice, it's got great flavor. It's got
Some
some
earthy
nice
tones.
heat.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
And then we had our 3, and then we were good, right? All right, sick. We got our line of 3. And then people told us that Scotch bonnet could be hotter. And I was like, fuck. I was like, okay, well, all right. If that's what you guys want, we'll give it to you. But for me, Scotch bonnet is the perfect heat. It's the perfect flavor. I don't need more, but whatever. I'll give you more heat. So we made the Reaper. And we pumped a bunch of Reapers into that, a bunch of ghost peppers into it. But it's still good. It's still good. It's still awesome flavor. And you got to have flavor. You have to have flavor over heat no matter what. You put too much peppers in there, you're gonna burn everything, and
you lose it all, right?
I was gonna say, it doesn't feel like, because sometimes you get kind of these inferno type sauces, and you can tell the sauce is trying to kill you, right?
Exactly, man.
And then you don't taste anything. You can just feel like it's seeking you out, trying to murder you, right?
See, I like the heat in the house, right? My wife doesn't like it. The kids don't really like it, and they laugh. They say, because I'm not suffering. They don't realize. To heat, when I'm suffering from heat, I'm not enjoying it, because that means all it's done is I've got heat and I got nothing else.
Your body's starting to shut down.
It's the addictive one. When you take that bite and it's piping, right? But you can still taste everything. And now it's you're like a junkie, man. You just cannot stop. You got to keep shoveling. Really, you're dying, but you just keep going because you can taste everything.
Right?
You're sweating.
That's the Reaper.
You're feeling it. You're thinking,
Reaper's like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys want to be my dad?
Yeah, put him on.
Is he on? Whoever you want.
Hey, Dad!
Put him on.
Listen, while your dad...
Where's my fucking meatloaf? Hey, Dad, come in here.
That's awesome.
Listen, while your dad's coming down, tell us about you. So do you have, because you came up with new formulations or kind of new recipes.
Exactly.
Do you have cooking in your background, or do you have...
Were you a chef at one time, or did you start you're a home chef?
No, 100%, man. I took courses.
Okay.
It's it's 100%, man. My true passion, my true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Some people are just some people vibe with certain things, right? Cooking is my thing, man.
You know what? Eating is our thing. So if you want to keep cooking, we'll happily eat.
We love cooking and we love eating. Seriously, man. I'm honestly,
seriously, both of us are.
Buddy, I judge holidays. I could go see the pyramids or whatever you want. If the food's a shit, I couldn't give a flying fuck about the pyramids.
Yeah.
If the food's good, everything else is elevated. I want my food.
You know what? I've always said that, eh? And I've worked for many restaurants. I've ran many restaurants. And you know what? Actually, I ran a fucking bar where people, they knew I was in the back of the kitchen without even fucking knowing I was in the back of the kitchen, because they knew the quality of the food, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I heard that many fucking times.
How good is that, eh? That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It feels you know, it's a good feeling, and that's where I love cooking. I love cooking for people. That is my passion, man. I love cooking for people.
Okay, go back to the other part. So who's making this stuff? Where are you making it? In the kitchen, the basement, the garage? What do you got going on?
So we make so me, my wife, and her 2 parents.
Yeah.
We go into the commercial kitchen of Brantford.
Yeah.
Whenever we got to, we
Where's
go
Brantford
in for about 4.
Where are you? Where's Brantford?
It's west of
Brantford. It's west of Hamilton, south of Cambridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
403 runs right through it.
Okay.
Pretty out there. He's in Vancouver,
what the fuck's
so
it called?
Kenny doesn't.
It's a telephone. It's a telephone city.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
some shit.
Yeah. Kenny's from Vancouver, so
you got to excuse it, right?
yeah.
Kenny.
It's kind of like the interior. Kind of.
Kenny,
Surrey.
don't worry.
It's a little bit like
Kenny,
Surrey, but
Kenny,
farther.
once this sauce comes out there, all anybody's gonna ever talk about is Neil's Real Deal. Because once we come out with the barbecue sauce, eh?
Okay, then you're stepping.
Oh.
Then you're West Coast all over.
Man,
Okay, slow it down.
I'm gonna send
Slow
you
it
a box
down.
of everything, though.
Go back to the cooking. You guys are getting me hungry. 2, wait. Let's get some linear progression on the story.
We want to get some color in here, so people know who Neil.
You're making me hungry. Is what you're doing.
This whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, where are we going? Give me the story now. You're in Brantford. You're in a commercial kitchen. The 4 of you cooking away. Then what? You bottling yourself? What are you guys doing?
Every single thing we do is done by us. Me, my wife, her 2 parents. When we go into the kitchen, we go in for about 4.5 hours.
Okay.
We go, we prep, I go, well, let me back up. I start at 5 a.m. I wake up, I go down to the Ontario food terminal. I get everything we need. I get all the vegetables, everything that we need. I bring them back, we do a little bit of prep. Then we go to the kitchen, do a little bit more prep, and then cook her down. We jar it, we bring it home, and then me and Brooke will eventually, once they've cooled, once they've sealed, we'll label them.
You're hand labeling too?
Hand labeling, buddy. Everything's done by fucking hand right now.
Holy moly.
And I know, man.
And you're in 200 and some stores. Like, how do you manage that?
We do it. We do it. We get it done, man.
So
we do it.
Like on the stores too.
And that's where, being on this podcast, getting exposure, and that's the thing, right? Is like most people start this type of thing, they do 2-3 years in markets and tastings and all that shit. We tried doing that, but then COVID hit and we had to rethink things, right? So we got in stores, we got in stores. So now we're in all your stores. It's moving, but now I'm going to focus on getting it in your mouth and really, getting the flavor out there, getting people talking about it.
So that's sort of what my next question was going to be. So you're getting, I'm still trying to back this up. So, because you got a lot of hand stuff going on here. So one, it's difficult to scale. If you ever wanted to, you don't have to, you can do whatever you want, right? No issues. And I understand, I get the quality thing. You'd almost have to probably buy your own kitchen and own packaging so that you or Brooke or the folks are there, so nobody goes off, off track and does something stupid. Like, you want to control it, but what you're doing now is very difficult. That's a lot of work, eh?
What we do now, we can control it, and we can control it on a certain amount, right? If we're doing it, we can control it on. If we do it every 2 weeks, we can keep that going.
Right.
Obviously, her parents aren't going to be able to keep it going forever.
Right.
So yeah, I'm already planning down the road, but for the next year, I'd say we'd probably be okay doing it by hand. But again,
and on the distribution part, then, sorry.
No, I'm going right there. So,
how are you? So right now you're in 220 stores. I know you're not, like, you have some radius, like you're as far as London. It looked like you're down Niagara on the lake. Like you got some spread. How are you getting into these locations? Okay, well then you're not in Toronto anymore. Like you're outside.
He's in a lot of places. I mean,
that's my point. So how are you getting it there? Are you using a distributor?
Yeah.
Are you selling direct to store?
Are you doing it?
Are you doing it? Like, how are you doing this?
Man, every single store that we have, I've gone to, I've given them samples, I've spoke to.
So that's the sale part up front. You're the guy I'm going to know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy from you because I like you.
Yeah.
And then if I want to reorder, how am I doing?
That's something we thrive off too, because I've actually dealt with a couple companies that deal with other hot sauce companies that only deal through distributions, and they don't like them because I don't know. I'm in my opinion, I'm a personable person. I like to meet people. I like to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to sell my sauce, I want to talk to you. I want to tell you about my sauce. I want to tell you what's going on with it. I want you to be able to push it, And so that's where we work with distribution companies, and I will push people towards that. But at the beginning, I love to build a
I
good
think in the beginning you
relationship.
almost have to, because you know what? If I saw
Yeah.
if I saw the jar on the shelf as a pepper sauce, first off, I may not even know what it is again, because the
Yeah.
jar is a little different.
And
I'd be thinking hot sauce, and I know what a hot sauce looks like, and I'd be looking like, what am I going to do with this thing? Is it like this, like shaking it on? Am I spooning it on? Like, is it part of the meal after? Do I put it on the front end of the meal? Like, what do I do this thing? That'd be where my mind would go, because I'd be looking at thinking, I'm not sure what it is.
Exactly. And that's what, you know what, honestly, Kenny, it's been something that I've played back and forth for a long time. Did I put it in the right jar? Did I put, should I put it in a fucking bottle where people can pour it out? You know what? Everyone puts it in a bottle that you can pour it out. Majority of them are red hot sauces, This shit is different in every single way.
Which is okay to be different then.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure.
It's a cauliflower. It's in a jar. You got to open it up. You got to put it on with your spoon. You got to spread it. It's different, and so that's
how would I
it's
know
okay.
that? I think that's awesome. And I don't
I'm
care.
there with
I'd
you
rather
too.
be different.
I'm not sure. Like, so I do think, like, if you're in, I mean, so for context and color, right? Like, so I'm looking at the stores that you have. Like, he's got like some seriously boutique stores on here.
Got,
right? Like,
I looked at the list. The stores
the,
list is beautiful. It's a good
the
list.
Summer Hill markets are just.
Who's a Terry's is about to run us in all 5 stores.
Well, it's funny. I was looking for Boots of Terry's. The first thing I looked for, I thought, okay, I wonder if, because you have some beautiful stores. Like, it's no garbage stores. They're obviously specialty, boutique-y, like good stores. Good customers.
They're great stores.
The right place for you.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
What do you see out of this brand? Like, where do you want to go with this?
I want to be the biggest brand that ever came out of Canada.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, well, wait, what does that mean, the biggest? Like, so you want to sell the most, or you want to be like the most famous, the most recognized? Do you know what I mean? Like, because you can because if you go across the country and you find guys like this, the Summer Hills, the Pusateri's, right across the country,
they're all over.
Like, you could. You maybe double this list, right? You get to like 500 stores, but this is a prestigious list, right? Like, this is not, like, people in these stores will understand your sauce and they'll understand why they got to buy it. Or if you want to be like Frank's Red Hot, right? Or Tabasco or Sriracha, and you could be like a $2.99 bottle across the country, and you could sell it by the ton.
So
you know what I mean?
Like, on that side, but like, what's biggest to you?
What is big to you? Yeah.
So Frank's and Tabasco, those guys, it's liquid, it's powder, it's liquid, it's nothing, right? We're legit. So I want to go as big as that it can take me. And I know that it can take me across Canada. I know we can do the States. And, I know it'll be flying Europe. And that's where I want to make. That's the thing, is Neil's Real Deal. Right now it's Neil's Real Deal pepper sauce. And pepper sauce, it's dope. It's we got 4 lines out. We got a 5th one coming in the spring, a pineapple ghost. We got barbecue sauce coming in the spring.
Oh my God, for barbecue season already.
The pineapple.
Hey. You tried it. Did you try it? You tried it, right?
I think Brooke was ready to cut me off. I think that's what happened.
You tried the barbecue.
I was there a long time.
You tried the barbecue too, no?
I did. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
But
so
wait. So can we go back? Like, because do you see yourself in these sort of stores, or do you see yourself in like a Loblaws or a Sobeys?
I would like to eventually see our product in a Loblaws or Sobeys. I'd like to see it spread across Canada. I'd like to see it spread across North America. I'd like Neil's Real Deal to be a brand, but I will never flop on quality. Quality is always our 100% goal. We will have the best quality always. If we can't, we won't make it.
Yeah.
But what our goal is, in the next year, we're going to come out with a pepper sauce and a barbecue sauce. The following year, I've got a bang and jerk that we're going to come out with that we might even come out with earlier, but I don't know. And then because Canada, is Canada and people like things easy, we're going to come out with a line of hot sauces that's, liquefied, squeeze bottle, easy. And so down the road, that's what our thoughts are. And I've got a lot of pepper sauce. I've got a lot of hot sauces already made, tested and approved in our back pocket. It's what I do, man. I don't know. Yeah. It's what I do. I love making hot sauce. I love making sauce. I love making it out of good quality ingredients.
See, then I'll tell you what I would have loved when I hit the webpage. This is just what I would have loved, because I know a little bit more about it, right? I would have loved to see a couple like 1 minute, 2 minute sort of YouTube type things of you showing me what to do with a few of these. Show me how to do a cool protein, maybe show me how to do a cool egg or a cool, because I tell you the truth, I think that's sometimes what the challenge is. And it's, I'm not going to squish what your dreams are because they're yours, right? I'm looking at it thinking, I love the fact you're in a jar and not in a bottle or a tube.
Me too.
I love the fact that you're sort of spoonable, not squeezable or shakeable. So to me, I'm going down the other path saying, you know what? You got a cool spot. Let the other guys do their shit. And because as soon as you put it into the other one, all I'm thinking is you're just like the other one. The problem you have right now is I don't know what the hell you are, right? So for me, the problem would be I'd go and I think, because I'm so used to the stupid shake bottles with all the dumbass names, that I would, if I knew what you were, I'd be thinking that's the guy I want to be with, because I like that a little better, a little cooler. I like the fact I can spread. I got so many more options in my head of what I think I can do with it. But exactly. I would love for you to show me how to use it.
Okay, and so we have a marketing company that we're working with right now that is doing that. They're showing ways to use it. So we're gonna have videos always running of ways to use it, and that's the biggest
like
thing.
Like a YouTube, Instagram, a TikTok, like something easy peasy.
Yeah.
I know. I need to learn how to use TikTok so I can start doing these little videos and doing the reels and all that shit. I fuck, man.
Buddy, I'm the same as you. Listen, I got him. I don't know how to do anything.
Before we started this shit, I didn't have fucking social media. I didn't have any of this crap. And I wanted to, honestly, I wanted to do this without Instagram. But obviously, as I went on, I was like, okay, there's no fucking way.
Well, you can, but it's hard.
It's tough though, right? Because again, but it's hard. See, if I this is, I guess, how I look at it. And it's just my personal thing. If I'm watching someone like you, and you're in the kitchen and show me how to do, like I got the pineapple ghost in my head. Let's say you're putting that on a nice white fish on the grill in a pan. I don't care what you're doing with it, but I would love, if I would watch someone like you and the way you talk and your excitement, fuck, I'd buy the product, because I'd be thinking, that's what I like. I get it.
And that's what I got to do. I want to start making videos. I want to start making cooking videos and fun shit, play good music, have some drinks and make some good food.
But you can't do that if you're bottling and driving and you're the sales guy for Ontario. It's tough, right? It's a tough gig.
Brooke's parents just got to do more. That's
what it is. You got it. That's right. How old are the folks?
Hey,
how old are the folks? Mid-60s?
Late 60s.
You know what? They got time. You still got at least a good 10 years of work out of them. You got to take advantage now, man.
I know. We are. We're going.
At 80, they're going to slow down a little bit. You can't really abuse them that much, but you got to take advantage right now, man.
I have one, like, your marketing guys might kick my ass, right? So if they do, they do. But here's what I would say is, like, if you're for TikTok, what I would do is the only thing I would film is you putting it in whatever food you're going to put it in. That's what I would film.
Just
like if it's like 30 seconds,
right? Just
30 seconds. Show me a little bit how to do something. I take it,
you're making eggs Quavo, and then you're going to throw
your
some
stupid
of the
egg one. If you just show me that frying egg come out of the pan, you doing it, and
you're adding a little bit of jalapeno to it or whatever. That's the one, right? Because that's the thing that makes everyone go, oh shit, I don't need Tostitos for this. I can use this for it. I can use that for it, right? Like, and that's it. Like,
Man, I know.
I wouldn't even talk. Like I would literally, if I were you, I'd
No,
I'd
I
just be
like him.
I'd
No,
film
no,
it. I just
no. Neil's got to talk. I love Neil.
no.
No,
But
no,
what I
Neil's
mean
gotta
is,
talk.
but what I mean is,
I know what you're saying.
Don't script out anything. Like I would just like
Just be you.
I'm
Don't
making
script shit,
I'm
man.
making eggs. These are my fucking eggs.
Fucking
and
eggs,
I'm
and
putting
this is how you
jalapenos
do
in
it.
them. Bam, done.
That's it.
You
None
know,
of the
and
scripted,
then
like do what we do
yeah.
on the podcast. None of the scripted shit. Like just
Yeah.
fucking be
Yeah.
you.
I'm putting
man.
fucking onions and fucking mushrooms in this shit with some fucking smoked cheese, a little bit of real deal. Don't fuck
That's it, man.
around.
Light it up.
That's it right
Yeah,
there.
light it up.
That's
Mix
right
it up.
there.
Fry it. You're fucking gold.
Oh my god, you kidding me? You're making me hungry, and I just ate.
Let's go.
Are you kidding? I opened this thing and fuck, I want to go get some bread and like
Like I am so hungry
Like,
right now, and I just
You
finished
know
my
what?
mom's
You know what?
lasagna. I'm starved.
This isn't fucking fair to Kenny, man.
It's not.
Kenny needs
It's
to
okay,
have
Neil.
a jar
Yes.
in front
It's
of
okay,
him.
Neil.
Yes.
No,
No,
you
it's
know
your
what?
fault, Chang. You
I'll
did this.
I'll bring some here and eat some more and film it for him.
Oh my
'cause-
You know what? I think we got to get Kenny some sauce, and I think we got to do another podcast.
You
I think
goddamn
that's
well,
what we
but you
gotta
better
do.
believe it. I'm saying we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna go with you, man. I like you, and I think this product's pretty freaking cool. Because I'm always looking
Kenny?
for those cool condiments, man. That cool thing
Kenny?
to just kick a meal.
Kenny, this product is gonna go fucking global, and I can promise you
That's
that,
awesome.
bro. I can promise you that.
Buddy, you got to get out of the kitchen and stop
Yeah,
labeling
yeah.
and jarring your own shit because it's going to be impossible because you can't do it.
Well,
It's too
You know
much.
what?
if you
I
want to
gotta
be
fi-
that
I
big
gotta
though,
find,
right?
I gotta find a fucking 100 old ladies that want to come into my factory and peel vegetables because
You probably-
I'm
you
not
could probably
fucking
find
doing it
them.
any other way.
You probably
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
I know I could, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a bunch of old ladies that want to peel vegetables.
Absolutely. You guys
but
got
you
you guys got cheap land out there. It's not.
But
not
you probably gotta figure out the distribution thing too. You gotta
the distribution,
like
like you're gonna have to use a distributor of some
Yeah.
kind. You know what it is? You guys have
You know
good ones
what?
in Ontario.
We're,
You just
we,
got to pick the
I'm
right
working.
one.
I'm working with two. I'm working with two small ones
Okay.
that run Southern Ontario.
Okay, perfect.
We're
Okay,
we're looking
perfect.
to get into some bigger ones.
Yeah.
You can always
and
phone
you know
us
what?
too,
It's
eh?
just, you know what? It's just
Neil,
it's
you
just-
can always take advantage of the fact you know us now. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
seriously, he's a marketing whatever the hell he is. He's not a good sharer, so I'm not happy with him tonight. But he's a marketing genius. He just doesn't share his food, apparently, or doesn't send things via mail. I don't know what the hell it's called. But we do know people, contacts. Like we played this game, and I just
Yeah.
think, you know what? It sounds like you got a really cool product, a cool idea, and you're getting distribution. It's
Yeah.
selling, I'm assuming, right? Like you're getting turns
Yeah,
on the
man.
shelf.
Yeah, no, it's selling, man. It's selling.
awesome.
It's moving.
You're making
And that's
money.
the biggest thing. That's the big bro. I go to fucking markets. We went, dude. Okay. We did the Christmas show. We did the Christmas cottage show.
Yeah, that's
like
what
2
Phil was
weeks
at,
ago.
right?
Eh?
That's the one Phil
Yeah,
was
that's
at.
what. That's what exactly.
Yeah,
That's what Phil was at.
Yeah.
And so we did the Christmas cottage show. We did very well. We killed it, But that was 26 hours of us fucking being there doing
Long
our
time.
thing. 2 weekends later, we do a fucking Grimsby market. Grimsby, like, where are you?
I have
Whatever.
no idea. I don't know
Cool
what town it
town.
was. I thought that was okay. That's a town. Okay, that's awesome.
It's a town. It's a cool town. It's a sick town. And we fucking did almost the same sales as we did at the Christmas show in 9 hours.
See, that's good return.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. This and all it is you know what? And you know me, like, okay, well, you don't know me, but you know me now.
Yeah, I get a feeling for you.
I don't sit at my booth and just sit there and just I'm just like, hey, yo, what up? Come try a 100-year-old recipe. Come try this sauce. It's the fucking best. You're not gonna, people always come and try it. The second they hear a 100-year-old recipe,
You just need
or-
Ainsley's
or they-
face.
or they hear it from Trinidad, or they hear a 100-year-old recipe from
Trinidad's
Trinidad.
awesome.
And it's like, okay, I can't fucking say no. So
Yeah.
they come back and they try it, and then they can't pick what 2 jars they want to buy.
Right. It's true. Ainsley had like 4 or 5 jars there because he did
What does
say
Ainsley
that.
do?
He said so he's a pilot.
Get
But
Ainsley on one of the videos, man.
He's a beauty.
but more than that,
So
like
Phil-
because he said this stuff, it reminds me of like back home, right? Like
That's
that was
what you
the
want.
it was the first thing he said. He was like, It reminds me of back home. You
So
go
you're
there
hardcore
and you
authentic,
say,
right?
you tell Neil that the Trini sent you, right? Like, and like, how
I think
how
that's
I,
awesome.
Yeah,
like,
that was the best. That was the best. When you
That's
showed up and
awesome.
you were just like, "Yo, the Trini sent me,"
the
I was just
Trini guy
like,
said, "I
"Yo,
gotta come here."
yes,
Oh,
yes."
who am I to argue with that? He said it's like back home. Like, well, of course I'm gonna be here. Like, what? I don't give a
That's
shit about the rest of
awesome.
the show. I'm here. You know, like,
Yeah, like let's go.
yeah, it's
No, I
amazing.
got to help you scale on this one. You got to, yeah, you got to. So you're making money, I'm assuming, right? I hope like your margins are good. Like you're set for distribution and all the pitfalls of
Yeah, man.
retail.
You know the startup of any company. You know, you're hustling, you're grinding. You're not making money. You're just grinding.
Hopefully you're making some money.
Of course, we're making money. Of course, we're making money. We're
Good.
we're grinding. You know, everything
Yeah.
that we make goes back into it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay.
about
That's
choices,
okay.
right? Like
That's
you
part
know,
of
in
the
the
game.
early
That's how
days,
you
it's
play
all
it.
about that, right? But
Yeah, it has to.
yeah.
Wow.
Whether it's jars, whether it's labels, whether it's produce, whether it's fucking marketing, you know, it's always going back in.
Well, listen, we're really glad. I'm really glad you came on. I'm glad I met
pretty
you.
Stoked. I think this is
I'm
awesome.
glad I'm eating your sauces. I'm in Mississauga, so I've been to the Apple Market to buy your sauce already. So yeah.
Save it up to Corey. You want to know something funny about the Apple?
Yeah.
Shit.
The Apple Market. I got you.
The Apple Market.
It's the hot sauce.
So the Apple Market, which is located at Camilla Road and Queensway.
Right. Yeah.
My grandfather had a house on Camilla Road.
No way.
Tiburon's, that place used to be called Tiburon's, and that's where I went as a little kid. Man, I walked through there all the time.
It hasn't changed at all. It looks exactly the same,
bro.
Right? I don't think they changed a single thing. Like I think the fixtures are from then.
To the fucking cracks in the floor, it's the exact same, man. When I walked through that place to bring them sauce, I got shivers, man.
Right? Like
I got shivers. I was just like, holy shit,
awesome.
this is the exact same place as I walked through 20 years ago.
That's fantastic.
You know, it was wild. It was wild. But it's a good store. That is the best store.
It's awesome. Okay, so where do people go? We'll put all the links in the show notes, so people know where to find you and stuff. Where do people go to find Neil's Real Deal? Like website, and then how do they find you? You know, all that kind of stuff.
So obviously at Neil's Real Deal on Instagram. Please follow us. Please tag us in anything you do with our sauce. We'd love to see it. www.neilsrealdeal.com is our website. shop.neilsrealdeal.com. You can buy the sauce. We got some good deals going on right now. Yeah, man, just want to get it to you guys every way we can. It's something unique and something different.
Maybe one of these days we'll talk offline, the three of us. I'd love to hear a little bit more and see if there's any way we can maybe help you out.
Yeah, and then as you go, like if you need help, like we're here.
Honestly,
we love
been doing this for a million years.
We love this stuff.
So.
Yeah. So
well, that's wicked, man. I'm super pumped to meet you guys, and I'm totally down to talk offline, man. I'm not doing much.
Awesome.
No, that's pretty cool, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Neil.
Congrats. You did. You're crushing it. That's good. That's
really good. On, boys.
That's really good. Okay, go say hi to your pop.
Yeah.
Go have something to eat. Put a little hot sauce. It's 11 o'clock. It's perfect time for hot sauce.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, I'm gonna go refill this drink and see what's going on.
See what's going on in the house. That's awesome. Okay, my friend.
That's amazing. All right. Thanks, Neil.
Take care of yourself, Neil. Man. We'll chat again soon.
Yeah.
Phil, stay on, and you and I will clean up. And Neil, take care of yourself, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Okay. You guys, it was great meeting you. I look forward to talking to you guys again soon.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Take care, man.
Take care, buddy.
Okay.
Rock on, boys. Cheers.
Ciao. Okay, Mr. Chang. What else is going on?
How do you delete this fucking thing?
You got to hit
the
Bottom right.
Bottom right side.
Bottom right.
There's a little
it'll say
end.
leave or end. One of the
End.
two. You're a beauty. I swear to God, I love you already.
Can you?
Cheers,
No?
boys.
Okay.
Take care,
Ciao, man.
bud.
I thought I pressed fucking leave.
All right. Let's see if I can.
I don't know if you
think I can.
Yeah, maybe you'll do it yourself.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do.
I'll get you out,
Phil-
man.
Phil will get
Hang
you
on
out.
1 second.
Whatever. You guys still want to talk or what?
I got to get you two to bed, man. It's only 8:00 for me.
know.
It's 11:00 for your guys. You guys need to call it.
Nah.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna remove you. We'll catch up with you another time. Kenny and I are gonna. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, you got him off.
All right.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Oh my God, he's like so real.
He's very.
I
real.
you know what? Seriously, I understand what he's saying. I
Yeah.
would buy. I'll tell you. I'll buy if it was. I buy it just because of him. I
Yeah.
don't even care if I would ever use it. I
Yeah,
would buy
yeah,
it just
yeah.
because of him.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's funny because I got shit the other day from the boss.
Okay.
Not the boss who loves our show, not that boss, the real boss.
The
one
real boss.
downstairs.
I got it.
And because we're tidying up the fridge, and there's like
Yeah.
fucking 400 jars of condiments, like Asian shit, European shit, like just like everything. Where the hot sauce, hoisins, like just everything. And she goes, "Why do we have so much of stuff?" I said, "Because
Oh.
this is this. What else
I'm
do you
really
cook
sorry
with?"
because I think I added to your sauce collection too. No, I
What'd you
think I
add?
did. Well, I think when I was out there, I have.
Buddy, if most of the stuff in the fridge has been gone through, so you could have. I honestly, I don't even know who's bought half the stuff in there. Because you know what it's
Anyway,
like. You know what?
please
You're always
continue.
trying to pop
Yeah,
a protein, like just
yeah.
give it some kick,
Yeah.
right? Or you gotta. And it's always for me. It's like it's a grill or the fry.
Yeah.
Like oh my God, like he's made me so hungry.
Oh,
Like, I'm just
tomorrow
thinking- I'm
morning,
just thinking
I'm
steak.
making eggs huevos
Steak and
with the
eggs.
sauce, like because I opened this thing,
Like
like
you had the pineapple ghost.
oh baby, it
Oh
was
my
so
God,
good.
that's gonna be
It
wicked.
was so good. He was like, so I worked my way through all 4 sauces. I swear, like his wife, I think she was ready to kick
She's
me
probably telling
off,
you,
right?
"Buddy,
Because
just
she
go
was
home
like,
now. We'll do
buddy,
something
stop
else."
mooching food, right? And I was just like, wow, this is great, right? Like, and then he was like, we're gonna have this other sauce, and we're gonna try this. And so he had a barbecue, and then he also had the this pineapple sauce, and both were just
It's cool because he's got some good play. His challenge
Yeah.
is going to be scale's going to be, you can't scale the way he's doing it.
no.
Quite frankly, I kind of like
He-
the way his format is. I don't know if I'd want to go in the jars. You're just another hot sauce.
I just don't know if yeah, I mean, I can see some of it. Like if he can find the right distributor, he can get himself
There's
into
guys that can.
like
There's
big
guys that can do this
places
so
and,
easy.
you know, it'd be fine, right? Like
You could do food
I just,
service size if you had a
yeah,
kitchen.
yeah.
Like you know what you do?
Yeah,
You do a 1 liter size for kitchens.
well, now
right?
you
I
do
mean,
a partnership with restaurants. And,
So easy,
you know,
like
he's
Cisco
got a
or a
dish,
GFS.
you
Oh, you
know.
could go. And the
Yeah,
thing is,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if he would be on Instagram or TikTok, where you could see, like, I don't know how many recipes I made off when I used to use Facebook more. You know, when Facebook had those, what are those 30-second, 60-second, and you didn't have to hear the music. Like, it showed you what to do. It was mindless, right? I'm thinking,
Yep.
if I see a guy like this, I'm sold. That's it.
But I
And
think-
I'd
yeah,
go. I'd be
and,
all over it.
to me, it's like an idea starter, right? Like you don't even need to see the whole thing. You just
Don't
need
give a
to
shit,
see.
man. Just fast forward. Just show me
Yeah, you
quickly
just
how
need
to
to
do
see
it.
where you use it, and then that's
Exactly.
it, right? Like, and then I know, like,
And then I know what to do with it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that's what, if you think about it, what Frank's has done, I put this shit on everything.
yeah,
Okay, I get
Yeah.
that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Frank's, but it's not.
No,
no
I'm
offense,
not
Frank's.
either.
It's not my
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
right? I'm
It's
not a big
my
fan of
thing.
any of the high sugar.
I don't.
Those ones.
the-
There's
it's-
nothing to them.
I don't like the
whatever.
vinegary, peppery.
I think it's
sauces.
the vinegary thing that
Yeah.
drives me crazy. It's too vinegary.
Yeah, yeah.
It bothers me anyway. But I do like sauces, especially for cooking. Like, oh my God, like this stuff sounds like it's so grillable. I don't understand the cauliflower thing though.
It's great.
That
I
seems like
don't
a weird
even-
base to me though.
You don't even. I think
I
it's.
love cauliflower, so I don't care. But I'm
I-
trying to understand how you got to cauliflower as a base.
I don't know. We didn't get there with him. I kind of wish we did, but we
We'll go
didn't.
next time because I'm curious because
Yeah.
like why did maybe they don't use it. I don't know. Maybe tomatoes weren't in the Caribbean, obviously, right? Or you use what you use what you have.
Yeah.
It just to me, I mean, it could maybe because it's an Italian thing. I tomatoes is so much of our base,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah,
or
it's true.
cream. Like it's not. like, I mean, we eat cauliflower, but I would never go to cauliflower as a base for a sauce. Like, I'd be thinking,
It's
okay,
great though.
sure.
Like
Well, I'm
you don't
sure it
even
is.
know. Like we didn't get to that either, but he could use this as a keto. You know, like it's all of those things, right? Like you could definitely use it like a keto sauce or whatever.
No, it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. I really do. I think it's pretty cool. Good for him.
Yeah. It's cool.
Good for him, buddy boy.
I can't bring this on a plane. I can't get it to you.
No, I know you can't.
Right? It's 212. So if I check my bag, I could.
No, when you check your bag for it, then you gotta wait in the stupid line to get the dumb bag. Although I am coming to pick you up, so it's likely you got to rush.
I just can't.
What's the retail for?
I can't. Like, there's a 3-pack for like $20.
It's not bad. Just throw it in the mail.
No,
I'll get you back when you get down here.
Terrible. It's not terrible. Yeah.
I'm dying to try it now. And I like hot sauces. Like I do. I like pepper type sauces. I do. I just, you know, it just kicks everything up.
I like it.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you. I gotta go help Amelia pack.
He's pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm glad he came on. I'm glad we
too.
got a chance to do this.
He's funny. I like him.
And
he's got a personality. He's cool.
He's hilarious. Anyway, that's it.
Okay.
You tell the boss I said hi.
I will do that. I will do that.
Then,
she likes you, so you'll get a hi back for sure. And then I guess we'll catch up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Ciao,
okay,
buddy.
my friend. Take care, buddy.
Have a good
ciao,
night.
Ciao. You too.
Okay.
Ciao, buddy.
Bye.